Like most museums in the West, the Phoenix Art Museum was started by an imaginative group of people who really felt that it was important for this region and this city to have an art museum.
A vision that began in 1915 when the Phoenix Women's Club pledged to purchase one work of art every year.
The foundation has been really a grassroots effort. So whether it was through city bonds, private individuals, corporations, it was really the community that built these great institutions, and they really brought us to where we are today.
The museum's humble beginnings transformed into a local fine art movement, in large part to the Works Progress Administration, established by President Franklin D. Roosevelt during the Great Depression.
WPA projects basically brought forth artists and architects and various other creatives to do various projects throughout this country to sort of jumpstart the economies that were here and really invest in what was happening in these cities. And with Phoenix, we were really fortunate to have Philip Curtis, who was the artist assigned to Phoenix and really started the Phoenix Federal Arts Center, which is truly the initial formation of this institution.
It would formally become the Phoenix Art Museum in 1969 and has now evolved into the largest in the Southwest.
I think what's really fascinating about the collection here is we focus on 7 core areas: fashion, Asian art, Latin American art, art of the American West or American art in that general context, European art, modern and contemporary, and of course the iconic Thorne Rooms.
The Phoenix Art Museum is just one of 7 in the country with a dedicated fashion wing.
It's a different type of medium than we look at most, let's say with painting or drawing or sculpture. It's something we wear, it's something we live with, it's something we interact with. And there's a lot to be said about how fashion fits within a museum context and why it's important to have it amongst these other things, and really the conversations that can be had. In this case, as we think about it, we think about sort of as a wearable art in some ways.
The museum's largest, yet lesser known body of work is its Asian art.
It's a collection that has grown with the growth and development of this city. And it's also one of our oldest collections here at the museum, some of the oldest objects in the collection. And it's a really fascinating collection because it really spans the entire continent of Asia. And you think about the 3,000 plus cultures and countries and sort of affiliations that exist with Asia.
One of the museum's cornerstones is building up collections that mirror our community.
Over 40% of a population here derived of the Hispanic and Latinx communities, and we want to be reflective of that. And this is also another area that has great strength and depth. It probably has one of our most iconic paintings in our collection, The Suicide of Dorothy Hale, which of course is by the great Mexican painter Frida Kahlo. And it truly is an identifiable image of this particular genre of painting, but also to sort of the support of Latin American art at the Phoenix Art Museum.
And the museum brings in limited exhibitions throughout the year to help continue and expand those storylines.
With Desert Rider, what it really does is it allows a platform for the Phoenix Art Museum to engage with a context that is that of a lowrider culture or car culture or even transportation culture in this particular matter, because it does include things like skate culture and other factors, of how that really impacts communities. It allows us to explore this interesting sort of subculture that existed and really how important these subcultures are to the fabric of our community, not only historically, but as we're going to today.
By celebrating Arizona's artistically diverse cultures, the Phoenix Art Museum hopes its patrons are proud to call this world-class facility their museum.
For us, it's really finding meaningful ways to truly connect with people and that they really feel a sense of themselves and representation in this institution.